What is going to happen, everybody? It's your boy Toxie Boyo. On the secondary channel this time, I figured after, leaving the channel completely dormant for 2 years, maybe I should come back to that one too. So we're going to be popcorning back and forth a little bit, trying to get both channels working in some sort of synergy. There are certain things I want to keep away from the main channel for the sake of it being more focused and more consistent. So we're going to start doing more reaction type videos. If I ever go back to really doing compilations, they'll be over here, stuff like that. The more miscellaneous type of videos, the less predictable, more high concept videos that I plan on doing down the line. And then there may even be a third channel at some point soon. That's not the important thing. What is important is that we're here, and there's a new death battle for us to react to. It's Master Chief versus the Doomslayer, which is a very funny debate that a lot of people have had for many, many years. And I know that they're only doing this now because Doom the Dark Ages is coming out. I respect the hustle. I do. So, without any further ado, let's hop in.
It's me, Boomstick.
That's a U2's.
Just kidding. That ain't me. That's the brand new Boomstick U2's. It's a limited time thing, so move your butts and get it while you still can. Just click the link below to go to U2's.
Ordinarily, I would just skip to the battle. And I really only do that with characters that I know just about everything about. And that's typically the only battles that I react to. And I know a lot about the Slayer and about John, but let's go through the lore. Why not, you know?
Find out who would win a death battle. Born in the distant year of 2511, John grew up in a normal space colony many light years from Earth. However, John
Let's go full screen.
was anything but normal.
He was different from the other boys.
Why does it look like that?
Stronger, meaner.
Which is why the brilliant Dr. Halsey chose him for her great experiment,
Jesus.
the Spartan 2 program.
Oh, so yeah, that just looks really bad. Okay, cool.
He was kidnapped, replaced by
Love how you can
a
see
clone, so
just the
no one
reflection of
knew
everything in my
who he
glasses. There's really nothing I can do about
United
that.
Nations Space Command as John 117. He was only 6 years old.
He wasn't the only one. Him and 74 other kids got shoved into the deadliest summer camp ever. Go.
Okay. If we're being honest, I don't think that reacting to the lore is very interesting. I know that Spartans, particularly John, are incredible specimens of physiology. I know what they're capable of. I know how strong, fast, and adaptive they are. That's all well and good. But we also know what the Slayer is capable of, so I think we can just skip ahead to the fight, right? That seems fair. Let's just do that. Oh my god. I love when the fights don't start until 16 minutes into their 23-minute video. Okay.
Fires open again.
All hail the Slayer, the Destroyer. He is more than a man. He is Doom.
Yeah, well, you know.
All right, the combatants.
I was gonna glaze him a little bit more than necessary. The thing about the Doomslayer is that, like, he's basically, he's functionally unkillable. He's essentially immortal, right? Like, we all understand that.
Detecting enemy forces. Perhaps they left?
You tell me.
You sure demand
That's Steve?
from a girl. Wait. Around the corner. Be ready.
Enemy located. Combat
Hey, Doc.
will likely be necessary.
Well, isn't he astute?
The music has started. Okay.
Alert. Portal detected.
I was gonna ask if that's a Lancer, but that's just a chainsaw. What is my problem? Let's get started. You know? Put the fight on the screen. It's time, alright? Oh, we're just, okay, so we're just in it. That's fine. Just sudden rocket launcher is cool. I will say about Death Battle is that the animation has come a long way from the very first time that they did like a 3D fight.
Chief, watch your six.
I don't think that Chief has any weaponry that could hurt. Is that the super shoddy? Yeah. I don't think that Chief has any weaponry that could hurt the Slayer. And I also don't think that most of the Slayer's traditional weapons would hurt Chief through the armor.
You are surrounded.
But he's definitely like... Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. I'm down with this detour. Is that a fucking Revenant with trumpets? That's not funny.
What the hell just happened?
Percent as I was saying.
I'll see what I can do about that annoying AI.
Do it. I'll finish this fight.
I don't think that's Steve, but I could be wrong.
Longer detect the enemy.
I don't really remember what he sounds like. Why doesn't he just blood punch him? This is a lot closer than I would have expected it to be so far. Because in my mind, Slayer could one-hit Chief and it would just be over like that, but I don't know. I guess it wants to be a little bit more competitive this time. Or not this time, but like, you know what I mean. What's with this rat? God damn. I couldn't get away from it because OBS had it happening too.
Chief, still with me?
Okay. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, that's... Fuck. This seems about right. Yeah, speaking realistically, then yeah, there was never any chance the Chief could have won this fight. He stood no chance ever, really. That's, yeah, okay, let's get into it.
You'd probably expect the Master Chief to take the edge here.
Wrong! Chief
No.
can outrun a cheetah moving 66 miles per hour. The Slayer can outrun a rocket zooming almost 8 times faster.
Master Chief can flip the 200-ton elephant platform. The Slayer can fling around these massive steel cubes, which each
I've never liked when Death Battle scales video game characters based on in-game mechanics. Because video games, when it comes to power scaling, are some of the most inconsistent things you'll ever play, right? Like, it's aggravating to look at it that way. We should go based on what happens in cutscenes and like supplementary material, like comics and like whatever else, like novels, anything that comes out that is canon and has other feats. It's just really pointless to me to be like, oh well, in game, because then you would say that like anytime a Final Fantasy character fights another character, then if they died, they could just use a Phoenix down, or they could just cast Cure on themselves over and over again, or just take a high potion and they would never lose, you know, because you can do that in the game. It's just, you should separate diegetic moment-to-moment gameplay from narrative moments, and that'll help you scale a lot more consistently, I think. That's just me, though.
measure to over 400 tons.
He can take down
Sure.
Titans with his bare hands, so it adds up. If this came down to a fist fight, he'd just punch Chief's head off.
Stats may go to the Doom
Yeah.
Slayer, but Master Chief has one trick the Slayer can't beat, his AI.
Yeah, Vega may be God repackaged as Siri, but Cortana is clearly the more dangerous computer pal.
Cortana was designed for combat encounters and battle planning. Vega
Yeah.
oversaw a mining facility. Granted, Vega's
That's fair.
nothing to laugh at, but Cortana's kind of famous for hacking ancient, all-knowing technology on multiple occasions. And even if you want to argue Chief should have the weapon,
Given the Slayer does not often rely on AI-operated tech, much of his arsenal is arcane in origin. Cortana's effect on the Slayer's effectiveness. Cortana's effect on the Slayer's effectiveness would be negligible. That's just a really poorly worded sentence. but I get what you mean. Yeah, I mean, the Slayer, because we have to remember that he's also a Doom guy. So anything that he did in the original games, Doom, Doom 2, and Doom 64, is applicable here. And he didn't have Vega in his head in those games. It was just him. And his suit wasn't nearly as functional as the Praetor suit is. So, ugh.
Still a copy of Cortana.
And when it comes to experience, Chief likely has more consistent training. Becoming a super soldier and one-man army is basically all he did since he was a child.
The Slayer may seem like a rampaging bull consumed by rage, and he is, but he was also a Marine and trained with the Night Sentinels.
And since time
Yeah.
in hell gets wacky, he fought demons non-stop for thousands of years.
Given
Correct.
the sheer variety of enemies, battles, and wars Master Chief has experienced, it's a tough call, but we think fighting demons for so long tips the scale to the Slayer.
Not that it matters
Easily.
much, because we're on to the last and best category, arsenals. From weapons to power-ups, both Chief and the Slayer had a ton of stuff they could bring into the battle.
Both had means to turn invisible or shield themselves from damage. Both had suits that could withstand extreme heat and intense hits. And both had so many weapons.
Technically, Master Chief had a greater variety of weaponry, but when it comes to sheer destructive power, the Slayer had him beat. The Unmaker can match
Okay.
the Spartan laser's light speed without having to worry about charging up, and nothing on Chief's belt can match the raw power of the BFG.
Still, Master Chief did use a hardlight shield
I
to
agree.
survive a point-blank 30 megaton bomb. However, Cortana
Sure.
was siphoning power from the Forerunner ship they were on to make that shield. So it was a very specific circumstance not easily replicated. And it's clear that without the shield,
Is this Halo 4?
obliterated.
Even if he could,
I don't remember Halo 4 very well.
The guy had the weaponry to break through. Take the Crucible.
Remember, the Crucible holds power equivalent to 157 trillion kilowatt hours.
I don't know what that
which
means.
converts to 90 gigatons of TNT.
Why don't you just say it that way?
Divided that power between the Crucible's 3 charges, a single swing from that sword is, at minimum, 1,000 times more powerful than that nuke. The Slayer gets the final nail in Arsenal, as he just had the better odds of actually taking the Chief down.
As much as Chief tried to master the situation, he was doomed. Slay, King!
The winner is
God. When I was like 13, when I first started watching Death Battle, maybe Wiz and Boomstick's presence didn't frustrate me as much as it does now, but that was unpleasant to listen to. But can't really argue too much with the results. There's a lot that I could say regarding the Slayer in particular, but none of it's particularly necessary. I feel like they covered everything that is really important. The only thing is that, you know, I don't think that Chief would survive one punch from the Slayer, but that doesn't make for a very entertaining battle. You just have like a repeat of Superman versus Goku 2. Oh, maybe I should do Superman versus Goku 3. Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that. That'll be on the channel here in the near future. But what do you guys think about the battle? Who do you think should have won? Do you agree with what happened? Do you agree with the reasoning behind it? Let me know in the comments what other death battles you want to see me react to, or what else in general you want to see me react to. And I'll see you later.